Good morning, students. We started the second lesson, that is ancient architecture in India. And in this lesson, we discussed the architectural contributions during Mauryan period and the architectural contribution during King Ashoka's period, the rise of Buddhism, and the monolithic pillars on which the teachings of Dhamma were inscribed. And we discussed the greatness of stupas of Sanchi and Saranath. The Indian national emblem was adopted from Saranath, and we discussed the Gandhara art, which became the part and parcel of Indian architecture, and the culmination of Greek and Indian art, and the culmination of Greek and Persian arts. And we discussed the architectural contribution by Mathura school, Amaravati school, and we discussed the rise of architecture during Kushanas, during Shatavahanas, and the Amaravati school and Nagarjuna Konda. So all these we discussed in the previous videos, and we discussed the famous example of Gupta's period of construction freestanding Hindu temples, where the shrine where the deity is placed inside Garbhagruha, and the image of deity is placed and worshipped. And we discussed all these in the previous videos. Now let us look at the kinds of temples and the kinds of architecture in our ancient India. And the very famous architecture in India is cave architecture. Cave architecture, the development of cave architecture is a unique feature, marks an important phase in Indian history. More than 1,000 caves have been excavated by the archaeologists, and they discovered sculptures that were created during the 2nd century BC and AD 10th century. So this is another remarkable phase in Indian history. So cave architecture is a remarkable and unique feature that marks an important phase in Indian history. More than 1,000 caves were excavated, where the archaeologists have discovered the sculptures, and that were created in the 2nd century BC and 10th century AD. And famous among these caves are Ajanta and Ellora caves are the best examples of this kind of architecture. Ajanta Ellora caves in Maharashtra, Udayagiri caves in Odisha. These caves hold Buddhist viharas, chaityas, and as well as mandapas, pillared temples of Hindu gods and goddesses. So this is a very famous kind of architecture, that is cave architecture. So the development of cave architecture is a unique feature of Indian architecture. It's a remarkable phase in Indian history, and the archaeologists excavated thousands and thousands of caves, and in which they discovered the kinds of architecture. And the very famous examples of this kind of architecture is Ajanta Ellora in Maharashtra, Udayagiri caves in Odisha, and these caves hold Buddhist sculptures and Buddhist viharas, chaityas and mandapas, and pillared temples of Hindus and Hindu gods and goddesses. So this is the example of cave architecture. The second kind is the rock cut temples. Rock cut temples, actually, temples were hewn out of huge rocks. Temples were hewn out of huge rocks. The earliest rock cut temples were built in the Western Deccan in the early years of Christian era. The earliest rock cut temples actually were built in the Western Deccan in the early Christian era, and the Chaitya and the Karle caves with the fine high walls and a polished decorative wall is the remarkable example of rock cut temples. The famous examples of rock cut temples, actually a very huge stone was made as a temple, and the famous examples of this kind, Kailas temple at Ellora, built by the Rashtrakutas is one of the famous examples of this kind. And Ratha temples at Mahabalipuram, built by Pallavas, are the famous examples of this kind of architecture, Rakat architecture. In all the probability and stability and permanence of rocks attracted the patrons of art and builders who decorated these temples with the beautiful sculptures. So the probability, the stability, the permanence of rocks attracted many patrons of art and builders who decorated these temples with beautiful sculptures. So this is the second kind of category, rock cut temples. We have another kind is what is called freestanding temples. The temple building activities that began during Gupta's period continued to flourish in later periods of history. In southern India, the Pallavas, Cholas, Pandyans, Hoysalas, and later the rulers of Vijayanagara Samrajya or kingdom were great builders of this kind of temple. So freestanding temples is a very famous Indian architecture, and this kind of the temple building activities began during Gupta's period, and they were continued to flourish in later periods of history. And in southern India, the Pallavas, Cholas, Pandyans, and Hoysalas, the rulers of the Vijayanagara kingdom also contributed, and they made an effort to build freestanding temples. The Pallava ruler built the shore temple at Mahabalipuram. The Pallavas also built other structural temples like Kailasanath temple and Vaikunta Perumbal temple at Kanchipatnam. The Cholas built many temples, like the most famous is Brihadishwara temple at Tanjavur, one of the famous examples of freestanding temples. The Cholas developed a typical style of temple of architecture of South India, that is what is called Dravida style, whereas and complete with Vimana or Shikara, high walls and gateways topped by a Gopuram. Magnificent temples of this kind were built at Beluru and Halibedu, where the engravings reached even greater heights. In northern and eastern India, magnificent temples were constructed with the Nagara style. Most of them consisted of the Shikara or Garbhagruha and the Mandapa or pillared temple. So, Dravida style and Nagara style can be found in freestanding temples. And Odisha as some of the most beautiful temples, such as Lingaraja temple, which was built by the Somavamshi kings, and Ganga rulers, the Mukteshwar temple in Buradishwar and Jagannath temple in Puri, are the famous instances of such exemplary art. The Sun temple at Konark was built in the 13th century by the eastern Ganga ruler Narsimha Deva I. The temple is dedicated to Surya Deva, the sun god, has been designed as 12 wheeled chariot. The temple complex at Khajuraho was built by the Chandela rulers between the 10th and 11th century in the Bundelkhand region of Madhya Pradesh. Most important them as Khandaria Mahadeva temple. And Mount Abu, Rajasthan is known for Dilwara temples dedicated to Jaina Tirthankaras, and these were built in pure white marbles and adorned with exquisite sculptures. And Somanatha temple at Gujarat, Kailash, Kashi Vishwanath temple in Varanasi, Govinda Devji temple in Madura, Kamakya temple in Gauhati, Shankaracharya temple in Kashmir, and the Kali temple in Kalighat in Kolkata are some other important temples which bear testimony to the temple building activities of the Indian subcontinent. So these are the various kinds of Indian architecture. Thank you.